make a Pimm's cup.
I made the very labor-intensive drinks. So
you did. I let the man do all the labor. I'm going to do the simple drinks. So the Pimm's cup is just a great summer classic. It was actually given to us by our friends from London. It is one of their classic cocktails that they serve at Wimbledon. And it's really easy because Pimm's is a low alcohol, so it's great for those of you who might not want to imbibe in a big way. Yeah. Or you have an easy drinking cocktail. So that's what it only has 25% alcohol, which is great. It's 25% ABV, to be politically correct. It is gin-based, and it is flavored with different spices and fruit flavors.
Yeah, it's basically the world's first bottled cocktail out there. So it goes really good with a lot of things.
It goes really good with a lot of things, but the Pimm's cup is such a simple drink. It's so easy. We don't need many things. You don't need many tools. All we need is this is a PB Classic stemless wine glass, so very simple, easy to work with. I'm going to use our jigger again to measure out our Pimm's. And the most essential ingredient is also our fruit, because Pimm's is kind of like a cocktail, a punch in a way. So I like to use things that are very seasonal. Say for now it's summer, so strawberries, a little bit of hint of citrus with the lemon and some orange. And then we're going to do a little twist. Normally you would use a lemon lime soda, what the British would call lemonade. We would call lemon lime soda, but we're going to do a little twist by adding ginger beer.
So this is a really good chance where you're going to be able to go to your local farmer's market and pick different produce that's available to your farmers and actually use things like that. And we actually have another great question from Dana. Does the glass size matter when making this drink? No, it really doesn't matter, because we're going to be measuring out our ingredients.
We're doing 2 ounces of Pimm's.
So we're measuring out our ingredients. Again, we just want to pick the appropriate glass size for the amount of spirits that we're using in the cocktail. So for this one, wine glasses are really traditional when it comes to Pimm's cups. In England, they're served in wine glasses a lot of times. So we wanted to continue with a little bit of that tradition. That's why we chose specifically the stemless wine glass, and then added seasonal fruit.
Exactly. So it is key. So you wouldn't want a giant goblet, because or else it's going to be too large of a drink, and it's going to get watered down before you get a chance to really enjoy it. So we're going to add in I put 2 ounces of Pimm's. I'm going to add in some strawberries. Now I like to thinly slice them, just to kind of give it a little fan to add to the cocktail itself. So a few of those in there. A little slice of orange.
Again, summer flavors, citrus. Again,
want to use
just
ripe
all those flavors
citrus,
you think
ripe
of.
fruit, and make sure it's, go to it's a great excuse to go to the farmer's market.
Right.
To see what's out there. I mean, you could change it up.
I always like going to the farmer's market and picking up a bunch of produce. They're like, oh, what are you cooking? I'm like, I'm making cocktails. They're like, ooh.
Yeah, exactly.
What are you making with these?
Exactly. And they always ask, can I come to your house? I want to be in your bar. Yep. What do you got going on there? So, and also a little bit, I always like to put at least one lemon slice in there to give it a little brightness.
And a really
hard
cool,
citrus.
Another really cool thing about this idea is that, we have a lot of our fruit laid out, and we're cutting it a la minute, or, per drink. When you're entertaining your guests, you can set out a little buffet bar of all these different produces already cut, so that all your guests can actually create their own cocktail, and they can really take ownership over the drink that they choose. So it's really nice to kind of make one yourself first, so that all your guests can kind of see it, and then just be like, hey, guys, go to town on all this different produce.
It can be a very interactive drink. They can literally go down and kind of like, build Bloody Mary bar. This is a build your own Pimm's cup bar.
This is a build your own Pimm's cup station.
That's kind of interesting.
I'm going to write that down.
Exactly. I'm going to steal that myself. I'm like, wow, I just came up with that, and that's good. All right, so we're going to, again, like we did before, we're going to add, we don't want to lose any of the bubbles from the ginger beer. Ginger beer means just so good and refreshing, and just a nice twist to this great classic cocktail. So I'm going to slowly pour it down the spoon so that I'm not losing any of the bubbles. And all of the ginger flavor is going to come through, all the effervescence, and is slowly mixing with the cocktail. Just looks so yummy. So
Jolene just asked us, what is a simple, easy summer cocktail when people stop by unexpected, aside from just opening up a bottle of wine? So if we weren't able to come to the farmer's go to the farmer's market, if we weren't able to have all these things. You know, what are some of the easy things besides opening up a bottle of wine? And there's a couple of things that you can do. I mean, I always like to have certain items of produce at my home for cocktails. You know, simple syrup never goes bad. You know, lemon juice does go bad in about 30 hours, so I always like to keep maybe just a couple of 2 or 3 lemons or limes. Obviously, if a larger group comes over, that's a little bit more difficult, but I'm still able to entertain 2 or 3 guests by having, you know, minimum like 6 or 7 lemons, and then just starting off with sours. Or actually, I really like
easy drink. I mean, even the Pimm's cup
like
is
gin and
such a
tonics.
simple gin and tonic.
Gin
is
and
a classic.
tonics are
It's
great
such a classic
summer
easy drink.
cocktails. And just pick
Arnold Palmer's.
yeah, pick
lemonade,
pick a good
vodka.
tonic water, pick a good ginger beer. You know, so
Always keeping them around.
yeah, because I
always
mean,
keep them around.
good ginger beer. You know, the smaller bottles, the carbonation keeps longer, and you know, ginger is just one of those flavors that I think a lot of people are attracted to. And again, for me, gin and tonics are really good tonic water. There's companies that make really unique tonics, sometimes tonic syrups, where you just add soda water to it. So basically think of all your highballs, your Collins, your soda drinks, and things like that. I like to make tea into syrup, so I'll take a tea, an English breakfast tea, brew it, then I will add equal parts sugar to that tea to basically make a tea simple syrup. And so I will add a spirit, that tea syrup, and just soda water on top. And that's how you make a homemade soda. So
That sounds perfect.
The Collins way, I think, is the way to go for that.
So the last step on this, and the Pimm's cup, I mean, as you said, it is a cocktail in a bottle. And really, everything you need is in this bottle. So you have a bottle of Pimm's and a couple of things of fruit, whatever fruit you have, throwing it into a glass. And you could use, you know, lemon lime soda, or you can just Pimm's on the rocks. It's actually quite delicious. Also, I want to say, I don't know if you paint. So when I had these after I put soda in, I gave it a little stir to kind of mix all the ingredients in the glass, so that all of them, so you don't get just the soda water on the ginger beer on top. And I always like to finish off with a cucumber spear, so that way you have something to eat in your cocktail as well.
Yeah.
And it also has great
something
stir
edible.
stick.
Yeah, something edible.
And a little strawberry on the side, just because I really love strawberries.